Hi everyone, it's Shannon here, and in today's video, we are going to create several cards featuring the April My Monthly Hero Kit. We're going to focus in on that awesome greenhouse die, and I'm going to share with you a bunch of creative and ingenious ways to use that die to create some fabulous cards. First up, this is the greenhouse die. As you can see, there are several dies included in this set. Besides just the greenhouse die, you have dies to create some potted plants as well as a cute little kitty. I went ahead and die cut the greenhouse die frame out of some black cardstock, and now I'm going to alter this die cut simply by cutting or removing the top part of that greenhouse. And now we have this leftover piece here that actually is going to create a wonderful window. I wanted this window to kind of sit in this panel. So I decided to trace the inside edge of the frame of the window, and then I'm going to cut it out with my craft knife. And this way, it's just a little bit smaller than the outside edge of the frame, and it can rest right on this panel of cardstock once I cut out the center, and we'll obviously be able to now see out the window because we cut the center out. So here I'm testing it, lining it up. Yep, it fits. You can't see any more of the white. It's covering it just up with the black frame, and I went ahead and glued it to the white panel. Now we're going to kind of start building our little window scene. I have an A2 panel here of Breeze cardstock. I'm just going to add some liquid glue to it and adhere it onto an A2 top folding card base turned on its side. Then I have a little piece of vellum that I thought would be cute to kind of create almost like some drapes, or really I guess a screen for this window. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to the back side of my window panes. And I think this is just a fun and really easy way to add a little bit more realism to my window and a little bit more interest as well. I think it'd be fun to even use pattern paper to kind of create the look of drapes. I think there's a lot of fun things you can do here. So I added some foam adhesive to the back side of my panel, and I'm now adhering it to my card front. That will add some dimension and depth. And then I went ahead and stamped these flowers and vases using the You Grow Girl stamp and cut included in the April My Monthly Hero Kit. I simply stamped the flowers and vases in some colored ink. Then, of course, I cut them out with the coordinating dies, and now I am gluing them onto my card front, finishing up with a popped up sentiment that I stamped in intensified black ink, and that actually completes my first card, where I altered the greenhouse die simply by cutting off that pitched roof to create a window. And here you can see that same altered greenhouse die cut, but just turned on its side, and it makes a wonderful bookcase as well. For our next card, we're actually going to create a shaker element out of the greenhouse die. To start off, I went ahead and die cut the greenhouse die out of some black cardstock 4 times, and I'm now going to adhere all of these die cuts together to create a stacked dimensional greenhouse. This is going to provide the dimensions so our shaker components can actually move nicely and freely through the greenhouse. But we do have one more step that we need to do. We need to actually cut out all the interior framework of this greenhouse. This will definitely make sure those components move throughout the entire greenhouse. And I like that leftover piece of the frame of the greenhouse. I think that could be used on another project, so I'm going to save that. But now that we have this frame all stacked and ready to go, we're going to go ahead and add some liquid glue to the back side of the greenhouse frame and adhere it onto our card base, which actually has a panel of Breeze cardstock on it, so it has a nice light blue background. Now that that's stuck down, we're going to create our top piece for our shaker card. I went ahead and die cut some acetate with the greenhouse base die, so we now have this greenhouse shaped piece of acetate, and then I will take a greenhouse frame die cut out of black cardstock and simply glue it right on top of that acetate panel. And then we're ready for our shaker components. I used the leaf dies included in the greenhouse die set to die cut a bunch of these colored cardstock leaves that I'm going to use to fill our shaker card. And then I finished it off with some sequins and that are kind of clear and iridescent that I think adds a nice little sparkle. Now I'm going to add liquid glue to the exterior of the greenhouse top panel and just stick that right down onto our stacked frame, and that will actually complete our shaker. Now, to kind of finish things off, I have a bunch of these die cuts that I created using the greenhouse die and some colored cardstocks. I'm going to just simply adhere those to our card front to kind of decorate our greenhouse. I love these layered die cuts. I think they're so cute and so fun to kind of place around in the greenhouse. I'll finish it up with a sentiment that I created using the You Grow Girl stamp set. Just add that to our card front as well. And that completes our shaker card. Now for the best part of any shaker card, let's hold up to the camera and give it a good little shake. And you can see here all that shaker component moves freely within our frame, our stacked frame, and I just think it's such a fun and another creative way to use that awesome greenhouse die. For our next card, we are actually going to use that greenhouse die again, but we are going to create a window. And what's kind of fun about this design, it's a little slightly offset window in a part of a trifold card base. So we're starting with an A2 side folding card base here, as well as an A2 panel of white cardstock. We're going to stack that A2 panel over the top panel or the front panel of our card base, so they're now lined up. Then I'm going to grab that greenhouse base die, position it so it's slightly offset, so it's the left edge is kind of hanging off the really the front panel and off a little bit past the score line, the center score line for our card base. And then when I place my top plate, I want to make sure I stop just about an quarter inch from the score line or the spine of our card base, so it doesn't cut all the way through, because if it cuts all the way through, then we have this big cut in our card front, or well, actually our card back is what will happen. It'll be our card front and our card back, which we don't want. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of snip that little remaining piece on that A2 panel. And then for the card base, I'm going to get out my craft knife and ruler and just cut right up to the score line and that little remainder section of the greenhouse. And now we have that window, that greenhouse window, and we will reinforce it here with a A2 panel of acetate. This will obviously also create that cool window glass-like look. I just added some liquid glue to the card front and stuck down our acetate, and then I added some liquid glue to that panel and stuck that right down on top. Of course, it lines up perfectly because we die cut the card base and that panel together at the same time, which is really handy to be able to do it that way. I have a second card base here made out of a peridot cardstock, and this one is a little bit smaller than an A2 card base, so it fits nicely inside. I didn't actually have to trim any of it off, but when you create this trifold card base, you might find that you have to trim this green cardstock a little bit so it fits nice inside of our white card base. But I just glued the back of that green card base, actually kind of flipped around, onto the back of our white card base, and that creates this trifold kind of fold. Now we're going to adhere a black die cut greenhouse frame to the acetate. We'll have a little bit of overhang, which we'll simply trim off with some scissors. And once we trim that off, we'll actually do the same thing to the inside, or actually the back side of that acetate panel, to hide all that little bit of glue that you see there. So I have another greenhouse die cut that I am going to first trace where I need to trim it off. I just grabbed my pencil and marked where the second card base kind of lines up against it and hits it, and then cut that off my scissors, and then I will add some liquid glue to the back side of this and just glue that right down onto the acetate. I do use my finger here and there sometimes to just kind of pick up some of that excess glue. Does lead to a little bit messy fingers, but it does also, you end up with a less of that glue kind of seeping out from behind the die cut. So that kind of completes the card base, which is so cool. I love that offset window. I think it's such a fun and interesting card front. And again, I went and made some die cuts. Now here I'm pointing out that I added a second pot to the back side of each of the die cuts, so they're very clean and neat on the back side. And I am also being very careful where I add glue here. I'm just adding glue to the back to the greenhouse frame where the back of the plants fall, and that way they're glued down, but you don't have any of this messy glue on the acetate. So when you open the card, it's nice and neat, thanks to being very careful where I place my glue and also adding that second die cut pot to the back of our plants, and this very simple way to make it nice and neat. Now we're going to address the same kind of issue we have here with the sentiment. I popped up that sentiment with some foam adhesive, but you can see that foam adhesive from the back, so I just die cut a second blank matching die cut for our sentiment, added some liquid glue to the top of it, and then adhered it to the backside of our acetate, and that will just nicely kind of cap off that foam adhesive so you don't see it at all from the backside. And here's kind of our finished card, an awesome trifold card. I think there's actually a lot you could do here. I kind of kept it simple, but I think there's be some fun things you could stamp on the green panel to add some more interest and kind of create more of a scene. We're now moving on to our next card and final card, which is a easel card. So for this card, you're going to start with a 11 by 3 7/8 panel. Now you're not going to use the entire length, 11 inches a little long, but that 3 7/8 is the exact width of our greenhouse. So we definitely, that's the measurement that is key here. I'm going to line up the greenhouse die with our panel, and I'm actually only going to do a partial die cut. I'm going to cut just that pitched roof. When I place this top plate for my die cutting sandwich, I'm just going to place it over the roof section. You could place it further. The most important part is you don't actually cut the bottom off. So, but I just focused on the roof. Cut that panel. Now I have a die cut of the greenhouse frame out of white cardstock. I'm going to place it right on top of our panel and just trace the bottom so I know where to later fold. And then I'm also going to make a little line here across that kind of almost that bottom of the roof section so I know where to create a score line for the top section as well. So I scored along that bottom line right along the bottom of the greenhouse as well as right along the roof. Now we're going to fold this up. So what we're actually doing here is creating our card base. I'm going to simply quickly erase the pencil lines. Now for the top one, we're going to do a mountain fold. So I'm going to fold that over and crease it here with my score tool. And then for the bottom score line, we're going to do a valley fold, and I'm going to fold that over and score that right there. And that's almost our card base done. All we have left to do is now trim that excess cardstock off. I'm going to fold over that roof and then just trace along the roof line, that at the fold line, I guess, rather, and then I will cut that off. And I did cut it off camera, but you'll see it here just in a minute after I create this vellum greenhouse. So I have two die cuts of the greenhouse frame out of white cardstock. I'm simply going to adhere them on to the greenhouse die cut out of vellum using the greenhouse base die. I used two to kind of make it neat and tidy, and I have a nice easy way to glue this vellum greenhouse to our card base. And here is the trimmed card base. I'm going to just add some liquid glue just to the roof section of this vellum greenhouse. Once I've added that liquid glue, I'll fold my card base up and then I will stick this down. I'm just going to hold it for a second, making sure that the bottom flap can kind of fold in, and then opened it up quickly just to make sure I didn't accidentally somehow get glue on that flap and glue it shut. And everything looks good. Now we're going to move on to adding a cute little bit of grass or green cardstock to the bottom of our that bottom flap. This is the exact measurements of that bottom flap. So I just added some liquid glue to it, stuck that down, and now we are basically done with our card base, and we can do the fun part of which is decorating and finishing our scene. Here I'm just checking it a couple times, making sure it opens and closes beautifully. Now we're going to decorate our scene. I have a bunch of potted plants here that I created. Got a little creative with this die set here and kind of mismatched some of the large. I used one of the large potted plants and adhered it to the hanging crochet element. Just kind of played around to get a little bit more variety. Now that I'm simply going to glue these to the greenhouse. I'm not being as near and dear as I did with the last card. I'm not so worried about people seeing the backside. The backside's not really, I think, as exposed as it was with the Trifold card. So if I'd get some glue on the vellum, I'm not worried about it. Finished with the sentiment, and here's our finished card. And you can see by opening it up, we have this fun little, almost basically a little display for our greenhouse. I think it's so cute. The Easel style card is so great for that. And this is actually even a shaped card because you can see in the end result, we have that awesome greenhouse shape to our card. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the projects and the creative ways to use a large focal point die like the greenhouse die included in the April My Monthly Hero kit and the April My Monthly Hero Super Kit. Be sure to head over to Hero Art's website to check out more projects with these two kits and get all the info on the subscription program. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next time.